How's it going, everybody? We are going to be doing a sauteed mushroom. That's basically it. We're just, this is a repeater recipe. This is something you can use for any kind of recipes. You can put it on steak. You can do these mushrooms on burgers and omelets, basically whatever you want, quesadillas. I wanted to do this recipe because this is something that's going to show up in a lot of my recipes. We're actually making a shrimp lo mein later today. And this is one of the ingredients in it, so I just wanted to make this video first just so everybody sees how we do it. I'll show you the ingredients. There's not a lot of ingredients. It's about like 5 ingredients. We got our mushrooms. We're just using button mushrooms today. You can use any mushrooms. This recipe works for pretty much any mushrooms. This is a sauteed mushroom kind of like reduction. It's going to be a little bit of a reduction. Sometimes if I get a really nice oyster mushroom or shiitake mushrooms, I'll roast them in the oven with a little bit of garlic. So they keep their texture, and it's really good that way. This is for, like I said, it's for steaks, burgers. We're putting it in a lo mein later, so I'll just give you the ingredients real quick. I minced up 2 cloves of garlic, and we got button mushrooms. Like I said, this was a pint, so just however many you need. Then I've got some red wine, a little bit of soy, fresh cracked pepper, and a little bit of kosher salt, and then we're going to use some olive oil or butter. So start with your pan, medium-high heat. You can see it's kind of smoking, so that's fine. We want to try to get a little bit of a caramel, like caramelization on the mushrooms. We want to do some olive oil and butter. So it's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a couple pats of butter. So this is going to the butter's going to flavor your oil, and your olive oil is going to keep the butter from burning. So that's the point of using both of those. So we're going to throw in our mushrooms. Okay. All right. This is super quick. It's only going to be like 3-4 minutes. So we want this on nice and high. So we want to cook fast. Once the mushrooms kind of wilt a little bit, then we'll add the other ingredients at the end. I didn't want to put the garlic in the beginning. Most people will add the garlic in the beginning, and then your mushrooms, and I just think it gets a little too overcooked. So I like to put the garlic in like right before I add the red wine and the soy. So you can just use red wine too. I mean, this is the way I've done this for many years, and I've always done a little bit of soy. You're going to use probably about like 2 tablespoons of the red wine, and not even a tablespoon, like a half a tablespoon of soy. That's all you need. You're just using this a little bit just to kind of like deglaze the mushrooms at the end, right before you add your seasonings, and that's it. So you can see, look at this color. Look how beautiful they are already. We haven't added anything. We didn't put any salt in there. We didn't put garlic. This is what you want. You don't want it too salty. Olive oil and the butter has already been absorbed. Okay. So you don't really have to mess with it. You notice like I didn't really stir it for the first 30-40 seconds. Just let one side get brown, let it get dark, a little bit of caramelization. So you don't have to sit there and stir it. Just stir it a couple times. That's all it needs. So this is almost there. We're going to let this go about 30-40 more seconds, then we're going to add our garlic and the rest of the stuff, and we're done. So, my cameraman today is Hayden, my nephew. What's going on, buddy? You doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I've been so excited to make these mushrooms.
Most of my nieces and nephews are vegetarians, so they get super excited about anything veggie related, right?
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to add the garlic in here. So I bet you're even more excited about the shrimp lo mein that we're about to do.
Oh. It sounds delicious, and I'm just so excited for it.
Cool. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so the garlic is getting fragrant. Smells pretty good already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna just let that kind of just brown up a little bit. We just want the garlic just to get fragrant, just to brown up. We don't want it to get too dark, so we're just sitting it in there for about 20 seconds. Okay, we're ready to add the rest of our stuff.
Uncle Ryan.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
Do we have to use fresh garlic, or are we allowed to use garlic powder?
The fresh minced garlic?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Well, actually, I would say do the fresh minced garlic. Chop up a couple cloves, put it in there. It's so much better. If you only have the garlic powder, then yeah, use that. It's not going to be the end of the world, but I would definitely recommend do the fresh garlic. Okay, so this is about 70-80% done. So we're going to go ahead and add our wine and our soy. So about 2 tablespoons of the wine, less than 1 tablespoon of the soy, some kosher salt. There we go. And fresh cracked pepper. Smells amazing.
Yeah, already.
So this is just basically finishing up. It's going to reduce down a little bit. This is exactly the color that you want. You want it to be like a dark brown. And we don't want to cook them too much because they're going to be going in a dish. So this is it. So I'll just give it a quick taste here. All right, so that's it. You don't want to cook them more than this. See how they're still kind of a little bit firm. They got a little bit of toothiness to them. Man, that rain started coming down pretty hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Now I'll take this.
Yep.
And you want to try one? Just be careful, it's real hot.
Yeah.
So you might want to blow on it.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Might use a fork.
Yeah, fork would be great. Take your time. Don't burn yourself. How we do?
It's amazing.
You like it?
It's so good.
You think that's gonna be good in the shrimp lo mein? 2 thumbs up. We nailed it. All right. So anyway, that's just that's just a 5-minute recipe. Glazed, reduced mushrooms. This is for steaks, quesadillas. You can top it on burgers. You can save it for the next day and put it in omelets. I do that all the time. You can make it the day before. So you saw there was only just a few ingredients. So yeah, give this a try and let me know what you think if you do try it. So yeah, and give us a like and subscription, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Thanks.